we're falling behind as a result. Our wages are down, our people cannot pay their bills, and we are more dependent on the Americans than ever before. One of the reasons is our very high capital gains tax, which punishes people for selling an old investment and reinvesting in a new one. So imagine you're a factory with a vacant piece of land. You want to sell it to a home builder who's going to provide houses to families, and then reinvest the proceeds in expanding your factory. Everybody wins, right? More homes for our youth, more production from the factory, more people working, which means more taxes going to the government. But you can't do that because you'd be hit with a massive capital gains tax on the sale of that land. So you don't. The transaction never happens. The factory never gets expanded. The homes never get built. And by the way, the government, which is trying to tax revenue out of the economy, ends up getting less because there's no transaction to tax. So in irony, everybody loses. And that is why I am announcing today the Canada First Reinvestment Tax Cut. No capital gains when you reinvest the money here in Canada. What do you think? You agree with that? So let's go back to my example. The factory sells the land to the home builder. The home builder builds the homes. The factory takes the money and reinvests it immediately in an expansion, hiring more workers, adding more machines, creating more jobs, and helping us to become more independent. 100% of their sale proceeds will go back into that reinvested factory, which means they'll be able to grow more and faster. Or think of companies that have invested abroad. This would allow them to sell those foreign investments and bring it home tax-free. Think of a retiring deli owner who sells his deli and he wants to put the money to work in a safer and more secure, less active investment, the Canadian stock market, money that will then flow into companies that hire workers in this country. Well, he will be able to do that. At the end of the day, this will mean more investment. This will be like economic rocket fuel for Canada to put us in liftoff. We will soar above the Americans. We will reverse the lost Liberal decade, and make this country boom.